Good morning everybody. So today we are going to discuss about monocot root. So in monocot root it has polyarch. Polyarch means more number of xylem bundles. More number of xylem bundles present in monocot root. But in dicot root we find only 2 to 4 number of xylem bundles. So it is called more number of xylem bundles. This is called polyarch xylem bundles. So finally comparing with dicot root, monocot root have more number of xylem bundles. This is called polyarch xylem bundles. Next one. In this condition, pith is large in shape and well developed. In monocot it is less and still then not developed. Next one. In monocot root, secondary growth is not possible, but dicot root it is differentiated into secondary xylem, secondary phloem. You know that already I discussed about that. In dicot root we can't find out secondary. We can find out secondary growth, but in monocot root this is not present. Come to the stem, dicot stem. Dicot stem it has, in dicot stem we will find anywhere, any stem, any leaf, any root. We find 3 layers: epidermis, cortex and stele. Okay, in epidermis this is the outermost layer of stem. It is covered by cuticle. You know that cuticle, it is outermost part of the epidermis. It is thin layer. Okay, it is thin layer cuticle. It is present in epidermis only. So epidermis contains some root hairs. So already discussed about root hairs in epidermis of leaves are there, and also stem. If root hairs present in stem, those are called trichomes. Trichomes are nothing but root hairs that is renamed for stem. If root hairs are present in stem, they are called trichomes. And also it also has few stomata. Stomata means exchange of gases takes place. Come to the next part. This is first part, epidermis, and second one is cortex. So cortex is present between epidermis and pericycle. Epidermis and pericycle. So epidermis already discussed about that. Pericycle we will discuss later. But come to the cortex. Cortex is multi-layered cells. Okay, in this condition, why? Because multi-layered is, in this cortex also we have 3 layers: hypodermis, endodermis, okay, pericycle or pericycle. So comes to the first part of in cortex, that is called hypodermis. It is just below the epidermis. You know that this is serial wise. So it is made up of collenchymatous layer. Collenchymatous layer. So it gives mechanical strength to young stem. Okay, what is the function of hypodermis? It is below the epidermis and a collenchymatous layer is made up of, and it is gives mechanical strength to young stem. Come to the second one, endodermis. Endodermis is parenchymatous. Okay, while hypodermis has collenchymatous, but comes to endodermis, it is parenchymatous. So in endodermis, it has conspicuous intercellular spaces will be present. So there are some holes there, some spaces will be given cell to cell. Those are called intercellular spaces, not intracellular space. So intercellular space will be present. Coming to this endodermis, particularly in dicot stem, endodermis rich in starch grain, that is called starch sheath. Okay, starch sheath. Okay, next what happened? Next one is third part is pericycle. First one is epidermis, second one is cortex, and third one is pericycle. Among this pericycle, okay, among the pericycle, what we have? It is just below the endodermis. Okay, cortex has 3 parts. Okay, cortex has 3 parts. Number 1 is, okay, what is that? Hypodermis, endodermis. Next, actually third one is pericycle, and next one is stele. Stele is the one of the part. Okay, below endodermis, it is present below the endodermis and above the phloem. Actually, phloem is like this. Suppose endodermis, suppose this is epidermis. Okay, epidermis, below the epidermis cortex will have. Okay, cortex means cortex have some layers. It is totally layers. So among this cortex, first layer is hypodermis. Okay, next one is endodermis layer. Next one we call as pericycle. Okay, this is pericycle. Here center is there. Okay, this is xylem, phloem, xylem will be there. Upper one is phloem. Okay, this one is phloem. Below one is xylem. So above the phloem means this one only. Above the phloem, what we find, sclerenchyma will be present in semilunar patches that is in similar patches formation. Okay, that is called sclerenchyma is present. So coming to the characteristics of dicot stem. So actually still here we got some points. So we'll discuss about this. What is the characteristics of dicot stem? Coming to the point, here ring form of vascular bundles present only in dicot stem. Okay, ring form of vascular bundles will present only in dicot stem. So that is, those vascular bundles are called, okay, they are like this. Okay, like this. This is like this. Okay, ring form vascular bundles will be there. So these are conjoined and open. So how they are formed? This is, I think this is phloem. This is xylem. Between this, cambium will be present. So cambium, if it is present, conjoined and open. Okay. Endarch means phloem is away from the pith. Okay. Next, protoxylem. First to form is xylem will be first to form. Then only phloem. Okay. These are the mainly concept here. Next, pith. How is this pith? Rounded parenchymatous. Okay. Pith is present. This is rounded parenchymatous made up of parenchymatous cells. Large intercellular spaces will be present. Okay. Next one, monocot stem. Monocot stem, coming to the dicot stem is over. Coming to the monocot stem, what happens? Hypodermis. In dicot stem also we have hypodermis. Hypodermis is made of collenchymatous layer. Okay, collenchymatous layer. But here this is made up of sclerenchymatous layers. In that dicot stem, endodermis is made up of sclerenchymatous tissue. So coming to this one, okay, hypodermis is made of sclerenchymatous tissue. Large number of scattered vascular bundles present in monocot stem. But in dicot stem, ring form of vascular bundle will be present. But in monocot, scattered vascular bundles will be present. These are the main difference. These are the exceptions cases. They will ask in NEET. Okay, don't worry, you will get. This is only from NCERT lines only. If you read NCERT lines perfectly, you will get marks. Okay, out of 360 out of 360, botany and zoology. Okay, coming to this one, monocot stem is characteristics of large number of scattered vascular bundles, but in dicot stem, ring form of vascular bundles, okay, present. That is conjoined, open and enlarged and protoxylem. Coming to this one, conspicuous ground tissue will be present, and vascular bundles, how they are conjoined and closed. Conjoined and closed vascular bundles will be there. Conjoined, same. Conjoined means they are jointed by some borderline. So here coming to the closed. Closed means, is there any here? If it is like this, this is phloem, this is xylem. No cambium will be present. Cambium is absent here. Cambium is absent in monocot stem only. Okay, na? Next, peripheral vascular bundle. So peripheral vascular bundles means here peripheral vascular bundles are lesser than central vascular bundle. Central vascular bundles are more than peripheral vascular bundles. Okay, in peripheral side also we have vascular bundles, but their number is less than central vascular bundles. Okay, you got it? Okay, here phloem parenchyma is absent. Phloem parenchyma is absent. Okay, phloem parenchyma is absent. Phloem parenchyma is absent. Yes, sir? Okay. So this is about anatomy of flowering plants. Totally, this is only from NCERT based questions. If you learn this one, you will get easily marks. Don't go through other subject or other syllabus. Okay. So thank you for listening this. Okay, I will update every day. Okay, any chapter, any lesson. Okay, if you want any topic or I will explain, please give a comment from comment box. Okay, thank you, and please subscribe the channel and share to your friends. Okay, thank you.